All right, so today we're doing arithmetic and geometric sequences. Okay. Um, Honestly, this is like the big term. Oh, hang on, yeah. Before y'all all start writing down, let me kind of highlight what you should really write down. Okay. So arithmetic, add, subtract, same value. Okay. Geometric, multiply, divide by the same value. Okay. Honestly, there's no real reason to write goes from one term to the next. And hopefully, some of the things that I'm teaching y'all could actually help with some note taking, trying to make the main thing the main thing. Um, and, oh, that's actually something on my mask. I thought I had like something yellow on my face. All right. Anyways, um, and, you can actually, it says subtract, you can actually add by a negative. That's the same thing as subtracting, and you can multiply by a fraction, and that's the same thing as dividing. Okay, and this is usually something. This part people usually do really good on, and then some people kind of mess up some of the. Honestly, some of the next stuff is actually pretty easy. Okay, all right. Now on this thing, this is find the next two terms, and we're going to say whether it's arithmetic or it's geometric. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because this is what I would do if I was a student, I would just write A or G for A for arithmetic, G for geometric. Okay, so let's look right here. It looks like we have, how do we get from 2 to 14? Yeah, it looks like we're multiplying by 7 each time. So 686, now because it is multiplying, we should already know this is geometric. Okay, let's see. 686 times 7, 4,802 times 7, 33614. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, you're finding what's going on, either adding or subtracting, and you're just finding the next two problems. Okay. Huh? Yeah. All right. This next one, see, it says 12840. This looks like we are subtracting 4 each time. Okay. So this is arithmetic. So the next two terms would be -4 and -8. All right. And you actually, this is kind of where I get stopped when I was making the practice test. This is actually one of your questions on the practice test, and it'll be on the test. Okay. All right. Let's see. We go from -3 to 1, -1 to 1 to 3. Looks like we're adding by 2. Okay. Adding means this is arithmetic. So my next two terms are 5 and 7. And this one right here looks like we're multiplying by 4. So this is geometric. And -192 times 4. Negative this times 4. Negative this. Okay, so kind of easy. All you're doing is extending the pattern. Okay, and if it's adding, it's arithmetic, and multiplying or dividing is geometric. Now, I know a lot of people call it arithmetic, but it's actually pronounced arithmetic. What just happened there? Like the whole screen just shook. That was weird. All right. Now, all right, recursive formula. There's not a good way to shorten that down, but I do want to tell you that these are probably some of the easiest problems to do. It's actually one of the most missed things to do because it's easy. Have yet to understand why. But basically, it's based off the first thing. And I'm going to show y'all what you actually need to look at when you're doing these. Okay. So if we look here at number 5, this part right here is what we need. This plus 6. Okay, we don't actually need all the other stuff. Okay. So all we're going to do is take this number 0 and add 6 to it. So what's 0 plus 6? Okay, then we're going to add 6 again. What's 6 plus 6? Add another 6. 18 and 24. That's it. Look, honestly, you look for where it either says plus or asterisk for multiply, and you do that to this number all the way down. Okay, so let's look at the next one. All right, this has a plus 2 right here. So this is what we're looking at. So all we're going to do, we're going to start with -4 and add 2 each time. Well, -4 plus 2 is -2. Add 2 again, 0. Add 2 again, it's 2, and it's 4. Okay, what I'm trying to do is not let you get confused by all this stuff right here. Okay, so don't worry about where it says a sub n, all that kind of stuff. Look for the add or the multiply, and then you just do that all the way down. Okay, it's a lot easier than it has to be. All right, so let's look at these. All right, now this has a dot 2. What do you think that means? Multiply. So we're actually going to multiply by 2 on each time. So if we start with 4, what's 4 times 2? Times 2. Nope. Yep. All right. And this one, this has a times 4 or a dot 4. Okay, so we're going to take that and then we're going to multiply each of these numbers to 4 to get to the next one. All right, so -3 times 4 is -12, -48. I'm hearing negative. Okay, -192 and 768. Awesome. Okay, now, so we're not, I know it says your turn. We're going to do it as an our turn because I just want to do it that way. It's me. It's 2020. Just roll tide and whatever. Okay. All right. So that's right. Okay. All right. This has a -4. So what do you think you're going to do? Subtract 4. So if you have, what's 8 minus 4? Minus 4. Yeah, 8 minus 4 is 4. What's 4 minus 4? 0 minus 4. -4 minus 4. All right. This, it doesn't have a dot or anything out there, but remember, we never will look at all this crap. Okay. So we're actually multiplying by 1/2. Now, multiplying 1/2 is the same thing as dividing by 2. So what's half of 800? What's half of 400? What's half of 200? What's half of 100? Okay, now, look, before y'all flip the page, these, both arithmetic and geometric sequence, are similar to a couple of different things, okay? Now, if you look, like earlier this week, we were looking at, the y values of stuff. What type of function was it when we are adding on the y values each time? Okay, thank you. One person. I was getting worried. I was like, holy crap, we're doomed. Okay. And what was it when we were multiplying? Yes, exponential or expo. Okay. These things are related. That's why there's a reason we're saying this before we go on next. Okay. Now you can flip your page. What? Oh, yeah, like this one. This would have been expo. This would have been expo. These would have been linear. And this also would have been linear. Okay. All right, explicit. This is not like the same thing that you see. Of course, y'all don't buy CDs anymore. You just download it from the iTunes or somewhere else. Don't tell me any PowerTune sites. Okay. And, we're going to use this to find the other things that we need. Now, it's very similar to what we're doing earlier. It's just in a different format. Usually the format is what messes people up. So don't worry about that because it's open notes. Woo! Okay. Now, it designates the nth term of the sequence. Nth is just like whatever. What's this term? What's going to be the 80th term of the sequence? Okay. And this is where it varies. That's why I said arithmetic is like linear. We still have our M, we still have our B. And this A sub 0, this is like our y-intercept. Okay. Our 0 term. I'm going to, trust me, just bear with me. Y'all be okay. I've got a lot of hoof-hearted faces. Some of y'all got the head tilt. Okay. And now the geometric is very similar to, oh my gosh. No wonder y'all are looking. It just did it? Sure. Okay. Well, at least y'all are being really good about telling me about it again. All right. So the geometric is very similar to the exponential form. Okay. And all we need to do is actually put these definitions into practice for us to find stuff. Okay. Does anybody notice that the more that you're around people wearing masks, that you're actually starting to figure out what their like facial expressions by their eyebrows and stuff like that? Yeah. I saw a lot of this. So yeah. All right. So let's look at number 11. Now, there's a reason I have a chart right here. Because it's almost like an XY chart. The chart thing actually helps me. Okay. It helps Mr. Jeffries. Doesn't help everybody, but it helps Mr. Jeffries. So what I do on the top is I go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have these terms. All right. Underneath 1, like if x was 1, I'll do this: -4, -6, -8, -10. All right. Now, what are we doing each time to get to the next term? Yeah, we're subtracting 2. So we know this is going to be arithmetic. So we're going to have a of n, all right, which is -2n, because there's our slope. Now, we need to find this term right here. So what if this is subtracting 2 each time? What's the opposite of subtracting 2? Yes. So to actually find our a sub 0, we would take -4, which is this our first term, and add 2 to it. So what is -4 plus 2? -2. That's it. So it's almost like if you had an XY chart and you knew the slope, you knew what it was when x is 1, but you don't know your y-intercept. You just do the opposite to find it. Okay, it's a lot easier than what you think. We can do some stuff on the board later because some of y'all are looking like, all right. So, number 12. What's going on right here? Yeah, we're multiplying by 3. So we know it's going to be geometric. Okay, so this is my R. So I'm going to have a of n equals something. We don't know what it is yet. And 3 to the n power. Now, to find my a sub 0 here, if I'm multiplying by 3, what's the opposite of multiply? Divide. So I'll actually have to do 8 divided by 3. Well, the easiest way to do that is to write it as an improper fraction. 8 over 3. That was gross. And that's actually our equation. Oh, some of y'all are like, let's do some more so I can really get it. Either that or you're super lost in the sauce. Okay. All right. So if I'm doing this one and I'm doing the chart, I do 19 here, 13 here, 7 here, 1 here. Nope, crap. Those go down here. Okay. Good thing I can cheat like that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What's happening to these numbers? Yes. Yes. What's happening to these numbers in this sequence? How am I getting to the next number? Yeah, I'm subtracting 6. So that's my m. So I know I'm going to have a of n equals -6n. Okay. Now, if I'm subtracting 6 each time, to find my a sub 0, I got to do the opposite and add. So what's 19 plus 6? 25. Because that's even funnier than 24. Okay. I'm just about running out of colors. Oh yeah, hot pink. Here we go. Oh yeah. So on number 14, what's happening each time? I'm multiplying by 2. So that's my R, because we know it's geometric. I'm going to have a of n equals something times 2 to the nth power. Okay? So to find my a sub 0, I got to do the opposite of multiply by 2, which is divide. So 5 divided by 2 is the same thing as saying 5 over 2. And voila. All right. Is there a your turn right there with those 3 problems? All right. Huh? No? Okay, y'all quit lying because it says your turn. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording. I want you to do the your turn, and then we're going to go over it. Okay? Good stuff, good things. Roll time.